Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Anthony Galaviz. It's August 10th, 2024, the day where the Raiders opened their preseason slate against the Minnesota Vikings in Minneapolis. Uh, Final score, it don't matter. It's preseason. Doesn't count towards the standings or anything like that. It's more of players trying to make the roster, the initial 53-man roster. And as we saw today, the Raiders starters got to see some action there in the first half, but not much. But it was more so with Aidan O'Connell and Gardner Minshew battling for the starting spot for the Las Vegas Raiders. And the takeaway on that one is, well, before I give my takeaway, I just want to say hit the like, subscribe button. Um, really like to get some more subscribers before the week one opener against the Chargers. I'm hoping to get 500. That's a benchmark for me right now. Trying to get 500 subscribers. Going to give you guys my take, and this is my first take that I'm going to give after today's preseason loss to the Minnesota Vikings. Uh, Aidan O'Connell got the start today. Nobody knows who was going to start for the Raiders today, other than Antonio Pierce and coaches. So Aidan O'Connell got the start, and he did really well for himself. I was pleased what he was able to do. His awareness and everything. It was pretty good for him moving down the field for the Raiders, getting into Vikings territory, close to the end zone, but that didn't happen because he was sacked that forced a field goal by Daniel Carlson. But it was what else? Carlson was going to do with that? I mean, his left tackle didn't stand a chance, and I mean, naturally, that's not going to happen because you had Colton Miller. Colton Miller's still out. He's on a pup list still. Who knows when he's going to be back? But I think he'll be back for the week one opener against the Chargers. So I don't think there's anything to worry about as far as that regard. But I just really was pleased with what Aidan O'Connell was doing. Yeah, he's been struggling in training camp against the Raiders defense, but he showed a lot of poise today. Hit some targets. Uh, standing in the pocket, finding open guy, and he threw it. And I think he did well for himself. But he didn't get to play that much because when the second quarter hit, Gardner Minshew was on the field. It seemed like forever. And Gardner Minshew, my goodness, he showed a lot. I mean, he's a veteran. He's going to do that. And I think that what he did after today, I think he has the arm race. I think he's in the lead over Aidan O'Connell going into week one. Gardner Minshew uses his legs. Not very often you'll see a Raiders quarterback using their legs. Yeah, I know everybody's talking about like Derek Carr did that, but you would like to see more of your quarterback scrambling to get a first down to extend a play and move the chains, and that's what Gardner Minshew did today. The other thing he did today too was find an open target. He threw a long ball like a 43-yard pass to Trey Tucker, who dove for the ball, and he caught it, and they got in Vikings territory. And it just seemed like every time Gardner Minshew was in there, the Raiders put themselves in good position to score to get some points on the board. And I just feel that Gardner Minshew, like I said, has the lead after week one of the preseason game. Now, week two could be different. Aidan O'Connell could do what Gardner Minshew did today. What I want to see from Aidan O'Connell, though, is use his legs, just like Gardner Minshew did. I think that's important on offense to, like I said, extend the play, move the chains. And Gardner did that today. And I think Aidan needs to see what Minshew is doing to implement that in his game, where he's gonna maybe take over the race and be the starting quarterback for the Raiders instead of standing in the pocket. Now, when he got sacked, it just seemed like he didn't have time to run. That's not good. You got to be aware of what's behind you. Your vision. You have to know who's coming at you. And if you don't, then you're gonna get sacked and maybe you're gonna fumble the ball and turn the ball over. And I just think Gardner showed a lot of poise today and put up some points for the Raiders, or got the Raiders in position to score some points. And I think he did very well for himself. Uh, so I'm gonna go back to the quarterback real quick. I want to start off with what you guys saw from the when the Vikings got the ball first. They moved it down. They moved the ball down the field against the Raiders defense, and everybody's been hearing how great the Raiders defense is. And I just wanted to let you guys know that, okay, this is week one, preseason. I'm not making excuses for them, okay? Stuff happens, with week one preseason openers. Teams are, adjusting to getting back in the flow of things on the field. And the Raiders did struggle there. Yeah, they did. But they got a little bit better there the second series when they got back on the field. Jack Jones, that guy, he has a knack to finding the ball and intercepting the ball. He did that today against McCarthy. I just think that Jack Jones brings a lot to the Raiders on defense, and you talk about Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins. I just think that after that opening possession by the Vikings, that the Raiders adjusted and got better as the game went on. Now, granted, the Raiders starters were out of the game by the time the Vikings got the ball back, and instead it was other players that came in like Tyree Wilson, and those backups didn't do too well. So, but there's nothing to be alarmed about. I think the Raiders defense will do well this year. But it's just, again, it goes back to the offense, the quarterback situation. Gardner Minshew, showed that he wants to be the starter. Connor showed he wants to be the starter, but unfortunately he didn't get much playing time today. Though his stat line was pretty good. Both stat lines were pretty good. The quarterback rating was high, but I just think that there's room for improvement, yes. But I also think that it's going to be very, very interesting when training camp, when the Raiders practice back in Henderson, what these quarterbacks are going to do. You guys also, were harboring for Anthony Brown to do something, or why doesn't he be the starter? I'll let this game speak for itself. So the race is between Minshew and O'Connell, and if you were to tell me who I think the starter is going to be week one, right now I'll say it's Minshew. And unless Ed O'Connell shows a lot next two games in the preseason, I just don't see how the Raiders don't go with Minshew. So we'll see what happens. What do you guys think about today's game? Let me know. Like to know what you guys thought about today's game. Comment in the field. Let me know what's on your mind. Hit the like and subscribe button. Again, my name is Anthony Galavis, and these when I give my feedback analysis, I'm going to go more at length during the regular season. Preseason, I'm just gonna talk about what I see is more important right now. Most important right now is who's going to be the starting quarterback. So, and before I let you guys go, was really impressed with Trey Tucker, and I mean, these wide receivers for the Raiders. DJ Turner stood out today for me. Really thought that he did well for himself. So it's gonna be interesting at the wide receiver position. Who's gonna want to be on the roster? But anyways, let me know what you guys think. My name is Anthony Galavis, and we'll talk soon.